So we're back a week later. This is the nuke we installed. We're going to go into this nuke and we're going to see how they're doing, whether the queen or the bees have expanded to the additional frames they have in the 10 frame instead of the 4 frame. And then we're going to go through the double nuke and we're going to check to see if the 2 queens have been released and whether they're foraging or whether they got robbed out. We had to put some screens in here to limit the entrances. We had feed on here. We also had vented upper inner covers, and that could have attracted some robbers. And we just have to go in and see how these guys are doing, see if the queens have been released, and see if they're laying. They got the lid glued down. Oh, do they have this lid glued down? Not that bad. I don't see a queen up there. So they're all the way out to the edges, but they haven't done anything on these last 2 frames, which are just foundation frames. They may have started drawing them out a little. One bee bounced off of me. Oh, you guys can sit here for a minute. Let's see how these guys are doing in here. They're calm. It looks like they're storing nectar. That's nectar. Oh, that's definitely nectar. So they're bringing in lots of nectar. Let's try this one. That's a pretty light frame. Again, nectar, couple drones, pollen. There's some white pollen, yellow pollen, mixed. Okay. Then I expect this to be a brood frame. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is capped brood still. Okay, we have some eggs on the outside. We have some larvae. We have eggs. Small larvae, eggs. Okay. So it looks like we still have a laying queen. See See, we didn't find her the last time. Let's see what's on this side. Again, larva all to the outside. We have eggs and we have larvae. So we know we've got a laying queen since last week, even though we hadn't seen her last week. Alright guys, go on. Go about your business. Lots of young brood all around the edges. This looks like where they're hatching. And again, lots of brood in the middle of this frame. Plenty of eggs. Let's see if we can see a queen. We definitely have a queen in here. I just wonder if she's marked. That is a frame of cat brood. Some larvae on the outside, rimmed with pollen. That's I don't know, that's a queen cup. That's that queen cup we left from last week. Those are some drones. Although it doesn't look like a queen cup, it's not modeled enough. That's an empty queen cup. If I've got eggs, I've got a queen, but I haven't been able to see her. There's more queen cups, but they're empty. This looks like they're filling it with nectar. There's eggs in here. Well, maybe there's a queen on here. The eggs are right down at the bottom. Right down at the bottom in the middle. These guys made a lot of queen cups, but they're all empty. And we're just dripping nectar or honey all over the place here. This has larvae in it on this side as well. So she's laying pretty well. What is going on? There's lots of eggs, lots of new larvae. Alright, maybe we'll find the queen on the next frame. Put that out of the sun. This is nectar. With eggs in the middle on some cells. Although it's going to be mostly nectar. But there are eggs down at the bottom. There are eggs in here. And we're dripping again. Lots of eggs. Tons of eggs. They're filling it with eggs and nectar. Let's try this last frame. It was a drawn comb. Well, these are nice, clean, polished cells, but I don't see any eggs in here. They're just filling it with nectar. This is all being backfilled with nectar. I still haven't found the queen. Lots of signs of her. Alright, let's go back through this once more and see if I can find that shy little lady. thought I saw her, but that was a fuzzy butt drone. They're bringing pollen in. I can see little pollen packets. What's that? That's not a queen, is it? Looking down a cell. Nope. There you go, lady. A little bee that was buzzing around finally decided it was time to land and leave me alone. So I wasn't reacting, I guess, to her. Oh, there's the queen with a white dot. It's a white dot. It's last year's queen. We're going to have to relabel this. She's in there. Oh, the queen. Okay. She seemed pretty laid back. Oh, let's pick you up and put you back in here. This is a white queen, not a yellow queen. You guys will have to find your own way home. Well, that was interesting. We saw the queen. We still have, I think, what is a drone cell out of a queen cup. But we'll find out. If they swarm, we'll know that it was actually a queen cell. And I think I'll just take that one off now. Now that I've seen the queen and she seems to be doing really well, why don't we just take that one off? Just have to go find it again. I think it was on this one. Nope. And it's on this one here. Nope. There it is. That one's empty. Let's take a look. I don't know where it fell. Alright, you guys can fix that up. Yeah, I don't think that was a queen cup or a queen cell, but better safe than sorry. Since we know we've got a good queen, we've seen her, not just signs of her. Alright, let's lock these guys back in. There you go, guys. Alright. We saw the queen. We got rid of that queen cell or large drone cell that we saw last year. And she's very prolific in laying. They still have 2 frames of foundation to draw out, so we can leave them for another week when we'll come back and then reevaluate. But that's all gonna, all those eggs are gonna hatch, and by next week will be larvae. I assume a lot of the drone that's capped that we got with the nuke is gonna have hatched, and she'll be back laying into there. They seem to be using the outer frames for nectar, so hopefully she keeps ahead of them. So it looks like we've got 2 outer frames that are foundation, and then 2 frames that they're filling with nectar. Nothing is capped as far as the nectar goes. So let's get into this one. So last week we had put screened, there's a hole with a screen on it, and we were feeding, and we suspected that they may have been getting robbed out. So there's still a few bees walking. Oops. Okay, now I gotta be careful here because this is a double nuke. So let me get this off onto here, and then cover this up. We'll do one at a time. I pull this pollen out. I don't seem to have touched it too much. The syrup is all gone, and it doesn't look like there's a reduced population here anywhere, so possibly putting in the screens helped. That goes on that one. Alright, we'll just leave this here, and they can crawl in on their own when they want. Yeah. Alright, let's go through this one and see what's going on. It looks like the queen was released. Just loosen these up. A couple of bees in here. They'll eventually leave. Let's take the end one out. Oops. I haven't glued down the bottom board yet. Let's see what we have. This is a frame, a drawn comb. Looks like they're cleaning it up. not putting anything in it. There's no eggs. Keep that one over to the side. This is one of the frames that we gave them. It looks like some of the broods hatched out that was in here. I don't see eggs. Let's try this side. We have a queen. And she just may not have started laying yet. She's kind of running around. This is a yellow queen. So the queen looks like it's been successfully released. So we'll just put these guys back together and we'll come back in a week and see how they're doing. Let's center these up. You guys have to move. Put my cover on. I guess that's the inside. And it looks like they left. Okay. Queen-right colony, queen-night nuke, and they have plenty of room for a nuke. And let's go through this one. See what we've got here. Only one bee on the top. Boy, talk about looking out. We'll do the same thing here. We'll loosen them off first. Oh, this one has spacers. I forgot. This is a wired frame. Oh, there's a queen. A very black queen. Nice yellow dot, though. All right. They've pretty much capped. Oh, I'm going to take this out. Put the frame with the queen in carefully. And put this one back in carefully. I'll bring it down this side a bit. I'll take the queen cage out. There's one bee in it. Let's just see what's going on this other frame. This is one of the end frames that was drawn comb. So they've cleaned it up. But again, the queen may just have been released. Let's put these guys back together. Let's put this back on the brood minder. Oh, wrong way around. Yeah, maybe it's the right way around. No, it's the wrong way around. So both of our nukes from the split from Hive 3 have released queens, which is good. They're starting to forage because there's nectar. And we put the cover back on. We won't feed them anymore for a little bit. Let them start foraging. And we'll check them again in a week.